Good afternoon. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie. And I just want to add this as a beginning to the video that's going to follow. And I went a lot longer than I expected, but I think it's worth your time and effort to listen to the whole video and watch the whole video because it's talking about AI and how AI is stealing jobs and maybe stealing yours and you don't even know it right now. AI can be used for good, it can be used for bad. Mark Zuckerberg at Meta is using AI the wrong way and he's using it for bad. He's stealing people's jobs without them even knowing because AI is watching everything they do. Me again, JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie. And in case you haven't heard about it, at 4 o'clock this morning Eastern Time, 8,000 Meta employees were laid off by email. Yes, and they were laid off due to one thing: artificial intelligence. Now, I don't have a problem with artificial intelligence in general. I have a problem with the misuse of artificial intelligence. And I myself am currently working on a doctorate, a PhD in artificial intelligence. That's what I'm doing these days. I was accepted into the University of the Cumberlands, which is a small university, into their PhD program in artificial intelligence. So that's what I'm doing. And it's going to take me another year and a half to finish up. But then I am going to go out, and one of my goals is to counsel people in how to use artificial intelligence to help people instead of harm them, such as take over their jobs, how to teach them new jobs that can replace the old jobs, and so on. And Mark Zuckerberg is definitely using artificial intelligence for the wrong reasons here. This is a little bit of a long article, 4 minutes or so, but you should listen to the whole thing if you're worried about artificial intelligence and what's going to happen to your job.
Meta said it out loud. Leaked audio catches damning Mark Zuckerberg admission to staff. Meta employees reported Wednesday that in the company's offices on the day mass layoffs hit thousands of their colleagues, flyers were taped to walls urging workers to sign a petition in support of stopping the company's new artificial intelligence data tracking program, which CEO Mark Zuckerberg touted late last month as a way for its new AI models to learn from watching really smart people do things. A day before, about 8,000 Meta employees began receiving emails notifying them that they were being laid off, a process that began in Singapore at 4 a.m. local time Wednesday and continued in European and U.S. offices in their respective time zones. The labor-focused media organization More Perfect Union shared a leaked audio file in which Zuckerberg was heard explaining how the AI training program worked. The average intelligence of the people who are at this company is significantly higher than the average set of people that you can get to do tasks, said Zuckerberg. So if we're trying to teach the models coding, for example, then having people internally build tools or solve tasks that help teach the model how to code, we think is going to dramatically increase our model's coding ability faster than what others in the industry have the capability to do, who don't have thousands and thousands of extremely strong engineers at their company. He assured the company's 78,000 employees that no human is looking at or watching what people are doing on their computers. None of the data is being used for looking at what people are doing or surveillance or performance tracking or anything like that. It's purely just that we are using this to feed a very large amount of content into the AI models.
And then to take away your jobs once the content is studied and the AI models can do what you do.
So that way it can learn how smart people use computers to accomplish tasks. Zuckerberg explained how the employees have been used to train the model that could potentially replace many of them days after Meta announced it was planning to lay off about 10% of its workforce as the company invests heavily in AI, spending $125 billion to $145 billion on the technology, more than double what it spent last year. The New York Times reported earlier this month that employees revolted when they learned about the AI tracking program and expressed fears that they had unknowingly been training a model that would ultimately replace them. An engineering manager asked on the company's internal communication platform how workers can opt out of having their computer activity monitored to train the AI model, only to be told by Chief Technology Officer Andrew Bosworth, there is no option to opt out on your corporate laptop. Another employee told Bosworth, your callousness to the concerns of your own employees is concerning. On Monday, the New York Times reported, employees learned that in addition to the layoffs, Another 7,000 workers will be reassigned to help develop AI tools. About 2,000 employees began working this month on a new applied AI and engineering team, which is set to use the data gathered by the AI tracking program Zuckerberg described to build AI tools. Those who volunteered to join the group would not be included in this week's layoffs, the Times reported. Every company is training AI on their employees, said Chenov Neri, an independent advisor on AI governance and data platforms. Meta just said it out loud. The question stopped being, will AI replace you? A year ago. Now it's whether you're building the agents or generating their training data. More than 1,000 people in the company have signed the petition calling to halt the AI data program, according to the newspaper. Software engineer Mac Ward urged his colleagues to sign on earlier this month, telling them in an internal post that AI is a freight train, but the future is not a foregone conclusion. It's not too late to pump the brakes and consider how we, society, want to go about this, Ward said. Speaking up is never easy, but easy isn't what you were hired to do.
There you go. Even if you don't work for Meta, you may be training the AI program that's going to replace you and not even know you're being watched by that particular AI development effort. This is JC St. Louis's oldest living hippie saying, kiss my ass, Zuckerberg. Fuck you, you dirty little down son of a bitch. And to everyone else, box some more Jack and keep on trucking. Hope you listen to this whole thing.